Ready, ready, ready. Hello everyone. On this video, you may see that I have a different look compared to the prior videos, and the reason is that on the laptop that I made those prior videos on Excel keyboard shortcuts, I lost it all. So now I'm remaking them on this video and the following four to finish the whole series. Now on this keyboard shortcut, we're gonna be talking about CTRL F3, which is used for calling the name manager. Okay, and for this feature is awesome because we can define formulas, or we can give him like a nickname to them, and as is commonly known, define names. But I like to say that they're more like name formulas, or like giving a nickname to the formulas. So let's this is what I mean. So first of all, let's just put a formula here, which is gonna be basically a basic sum of my total cost. Now control spacebar to select the entire column, control backspace to get back to the active cell. This potentially may be there, we can just remove it, and put the closing parentheses and control enter to remain in the active cell. Let's get to the other column, which is our customer ID column, and here we want to do a count A of unique of this column, control spacebar, control backspace, space, close parentheses for the unique, close parentheses for the count A, and control enter. And here now we can do total costs, and here we can do NO customers, just like that. Now this is a cool thing. Now that we have placed a name on top of these formulas, okay, once we do Control F3, the name manager is gonna show up, and if we click on with our mouse, paradoxically, right? If we click here on new, and we're gonna see that it's actually, and I'm gonna zoom in a bit, it's actually it's actually already putting you as a define name automatically, total cost, and check this out, with an underscore right here in the middle automatically. Okay, so this is nice because it's like saving us time of putting that underscore to make define names like that. And now the other thing that we need to do is just to say, just make sure, do we want to define the scope? Do we want this define name or name formula to just work on the current worksheet or across the workbook? So usually, most of the time, you just want to leave it across the workbook. And then you want to confirm, before confirming, you want to do adding a comment, something that maybe says total cost of all orders, maybe something very explicit, because it really helps you for documentation and later on if you had to go back and check the name formula. And then it refers to, which is important because it's gonna say, the location, the coordinates of that name formula, which is in cell F, column F, and row 9. So now cancel this, click OK, and now we have total cost. And now we can click. Now let me step back, and now I'm just gonna get back to this one and check this out again. I'm just gonna show you. Okay, you do Control F3 and inbox it. Now let's just place this again, and now it brings the name manager again. And how do we also navigate across this name manager without using the mouse? Because that's the other thing. So again, let's just close it with a mouse, and then Control F3. You can look at my screen down, or my screen down there. I'm pressing this button. You're holding down this one, and then you press F3, which is this one right here. And we need to hold these down because remember the first video, just in case if you're coming to this video for the first time, you need to watch video number 000, which it talks about the analogy of the clutch for Excel keyboard shortcuts. All right, so with that said, Control F3, and then once we're there, basically in essence, we need to press tab, and we do shift tab if we want to get back to it, because originally, or by default, we are placed on this location of this interface or pop-up window of the name manager. So in order to navigate to get to this button right here, okay, and I'll tell you how you know you're there, because there's like a little dotted circumference across each of these buttons or sections of the define name manager that tells you that you are are there, and you press enter to select that feature or element of the interface. So we know we are here on the blue section. If I press tab, you will see that it will jump here, and if I press tab again, it will jump and go to this one, and eventually if I press tab again, it should go back to this one again. So let's see if that's all true. Just press tab right here, look at my finger, tab, and then tab again, and now we're on close. Okay, tab again, and now we're back to new. So yes, it confirms that was what I was saying previously. And now we just go and press enter, and now the manager, look at this, the manager is saying number of customer, but check this out again. I want to emphasize this. There was no underscore, but there's now an underscore here. And now the workbook is as always by default. We can define a comment here, and then the confirmation of yes, that formula is located in column G, row 9. All right, so click OK. Let's put a number of customers from all orders. Yeah, something very explicit, but that really helps you with your memory. And click OK. And now this is a cool thing. Now let's click closed, and step back. And if I place myself here, what's gonna happen is that I can now go and call I can call these define name as it's commonly known, but really it's name formulas, or I can call these nicknames, just to be more metaphorically, about these name formulas. So for example, I can say total cost, look, and it just pops there. That's awesome. The intelligence gives me that define name or name formula because I define it, and I can press tab. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna move my screen here. Once you have that name there, you don't have to automatically type it completely. No, once you see it there on the intelligence, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but hopefully the intelligence right there, I can actually go and press this button right here that you see there, right there on my other second arrow. You can press tab and it will do the autocomplete. Now go ahead and do that, press that, and then we can divide it by NRO, and then press tab right here, and look at that. We are calling the name formulas or the define names of those formulas, and it makes the formula to be more legible, and I guess also a bit more elegant, because really, look, it's just more simple than reading F9 divided by G9. Sometimes, yeah, and we see sometimes I can have the dollar signs, which makes it more, it just adds more elements to it. And I think working with define names, it really makes your work to be more legible and as well elegant. And now Control Enter, and now we have the average cost for this case is $22. Okay, and this is cool because again, if I now do F2, look at also the color of the name managers or the name formulas. It also matches with the color that they reference to, which is nice because from a UX point of view, this helps the user to sort of relate things more easily. Now, I have been jumping all the way, really going fast here. Let's just check out the agenda, because the agenda was pretty much to say, what is it for? Well, it's to really give names or nicknames to your formulas, give nicknames, think of it like that, or define names as is commonly known. Why is it useful? Again, because it makes your work to be more legible, and also at the end as a collateral to be more elegant, because it is legible. And if it's legible, it is accessible. That's good. That's very good. That's why it's useful. And then I show you a little bit of how to navigate around the interface, and again with tab and just jumping around the elements of the interface with the tab function or shift tab going back. Now let's just bring the agenda all the way, or put it back again here. And I just want to emphasize one more thing, a pro tip, bonus from this video, is that you can actually sorry for that, going through a little bit of a cough right now. So I'm gonna call again CTRL F3, and here on the name managers, what we can do is actually to sort of give this more of a enumeration sense, because it really allows us to sort of put in steps what we're doing or what are we developing. I really use this a lot. I really do. So for example, if you were to ask me, I know I have already 1 and 2. What I would do here on data, I would actually just put it as 03 data. So how do I do that? Well, remember that I told you that if you press tab, you jump into the close button, or actually you were supposed to jump into the right here on this refer to, but you didn't. But it just automatically skipped that one and went to close. Let me escape that. Sorry for that again. And now tap again, and we're now on the new button, but now we don't want to define a new name. We actually want to edit it. So we need to press tab again, and we get to the edit section. We pressed enter, and now we go right here and just edit it really carefully, underscore 03 underscore, and then tab, click OK. And then you get back to the other place right here. And look at this. This is awesome, because now we can go again to the next one. And actually, if we press enter, we're here. It actually goes into the edit mode. We don't have to go through the tab functions. So as you can see, it's very easy to navigate through the interface with just your keyboard shortcut and not using the mouse if you don't want to. Now I'm about to edit this name, and I'm gonna do right here is I'm actually gonna do 05, because that was the 5th name formula or define name that I was placing, and then press enter. Okay, why do I press enter, not tab, to get to the OK button? Well, the reason is because this is already pre-selected. It's already on a blue border, meaning that it's already pre-selected. So escape on that and press enter. And now I go back to the total cost and press enter. And now let's edit this one and just say that it's number 4 right here. And again, enter. And there we go. No, look at that. 01, 02, 03, 04, 05. A pro tip, that enumerating your work really helps out for debugging, for really finding where things are, where things may be not working, and really helps you to speed that on finding the work that you're doing as you go, okay, or as it matures or as it really grows. And that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. F2 Control Enter, which is also one of my favorite keyboard shortcuts. Take care, everybody.